Students, we have some of the hobbies in our life like dancing, reading, drawing, and gardening. Like that, two boys had a new hobby in their life. Let's see what is their hobby and how it comes in their life from the topic of the lesson Anbu and the fish from Unit 2 Supplementary. Anbu was very talented in catching fish. He always went to catch fish with Madan. They usually used dhoti as a net to catch the fish. Anbu also made fish rods using sticks and thorns at home. There is a boy, his name is Anbu, and he is very talented in catching fish. Talented means skill for something. He usually goes with his friend Madan and they use dhoti to catch fish as a net. Anbu used fishing rod made by him with sticks and thorns at home. Then they shared the fish equally. Unlike their friends, Anbu and Madan were always careful while fishing. They never went deep into the pond or river. Every Sunday, they would go in search of earthworms to use them as bait. They enjoyed searching for earthworms. Once the bait was ready, they would go fishing. After catching the fish, they takes the fish equally for each other and they were very careful while catching the fish and they will not go deep into the pond or river. On every Sunday, they will go out in search of earthworm to use them as a bait. Bait means food placed on a hook to catch fish. The boys enjoyed searching the earthworm. Once the bait was ready, the boys would go for fishing. On one Sunday, Anbu was not happy. They were able to catch only 3 fish. The fish was very small to cook. One Sunday, Anbu was not happy because the boys were able to catch only 3 fishes and the fish were very small to cook and told him to grow the fish at home. Anbu filled the jar with water and let the 3 fish into it. Madan suggested Anbu to grow the fish at home. Now Anbu filled the jar with water and put the 3 fish into the water. When he left the fish applied and immersed itself in different direction. Anbu thought the fish was hungry and dropped earthworms into the jar. But to his surprise, the fish did not eat. He saw their eyes and could feel their fear. He thought the fish was hungry and he puts the earthworm into the jar, but the fish did not eat the earthworm. Instead, it looks as if they were frightened. Next morning, he went straight to the fish jar from his bed. He saw only 2 fish in the jar. Next day morning, Anbu woke up from his bed and he went straight to the fish jar. There he saw only 2 fishes in the jar. He searched everywhere the another fish. Then he saw 1 fish on the floor. Anbu was very sad and his father consoled him. Then he saw the fish on the floor. Anbu felt very sad and his father comforts him for his sadness. In the evening, his father got a new fish tank. Anbu changed the fish to the new tank. On seeing sadness on Anbu's face, his father bought a new tank for him and Anbu changed the fish to the new tank. The next day, Anbu rushed back from school to the tank. He saw that one more fish was dead and floating on the top. He started crying. On the next day, when Anbu returned back from school, he saw one more fish was dead and floated on the top of the water. When he saw the dead fish, he started crying. His father said, "These fish live in the river and lake. Nature is their home. It is best to let them be free." Again, his father consoled Anbu and told that these fishes will live only in river or lake, and nature is their home. It is better to leave them to be free. He saw the last fish swimming alone and he felt bad. He took the fish to the same pond and set it free. From then on, Anbu and Madan bought a packet of puffed rice, and fed the fish. Feeding fish was their new hobby. Then he saw the last fishes swimming alone in the tank. He felt very sad. Then he took the fish from the tank and went to the same pond where he caught it, and there he set it free. And then he realized. From then onwards, both the boys, Anbu and Madan, bought puffed rice packet and started to feed the fish. This feeding made them a new hobby. Students, now you know what is a new hobby that the two boys had.